guys, welcome back to the Cheatery. Today we are back with dozen donut challenge. So as you guys have made notice, I've been gone for a while and this is actually my first mukbang in 3 months. So I decided to go with something that I've been craving for a while now. I went to the local Duck Donuts and I got the dozen of their assortment donuts. So without further ado, before I ramble on, let's get to it. I really didn't have a breakdown of what each one is, but I'm gonna try each one and then guess what their flavor is. But I'm not gonna do the whole timing. I'm not a competitive eater. This is a challenge for me, but I'm not gonna time myself eating it because I don't see any point, to be honest. So we're gonna go with the most colorful one that attracts my eyes and kind of feeling the sprinkle. It's kind of still warm since I just got it. So this one has sprinkle, chocolate, and vanilla, I'm assuming. My lord. Oh my, you don't even know how I feel right now. After I took that first bite, you don't even know. Wow. Very chocolatey. And the donut is so warm. I also got their iced coffee, which I drank some on the way back in my car. I'm very content, very content. I'm gonna try to save the savory one as far as I can because I know I'm gonna start getting sick of the sweetness. So I'm gonna try to, knock out all the sweet ones before I get to the bacon one. This looks like blueberry frosting with powdered sugar and also vanilla. Yeah, definitely vanilla and blueberry frostings. My god. Tastes like blueberry muffin, which I love. The only two types of muffin that I like are blueberry muffin and banana nut muffin. Maybe with a bit of chocolate. Oh my god, all the blueberry frosting got melted on the bottom. So if you guys didn't know, or if this is your first time watching my video, I've been gone for a while. I think the last mukbang I did was the fish katsu one. Yeah, I can't believe that was only 3 months ago. It seems like 6 months ago or something like that. So it's been quite a while, or it feels like it's been a while since I filmed one, so that's probably why. But just to update you guys on my life, if you guys weren't keeping up with me, because I did do a little series instead of doing mukbang. Before I get into that, I'm going to try the next donut. Has vanilla as a base frosting and also chocolate drizzle and a little bit of, oh, it's like peanut powder or something like that. So that's really good. Has a really strong chocolate flavor. The chocolate drizzle almost tastes like fudge on top of the donut. So, although I'm not the biggest fan of a fudge. Pretty good. So far so good. Not feeling full just yet, but I am kind of getting sick of the sweetness. But I was saying, while I was gone, the reason why I wasn't filming a lot of mukbang or mukbang in general is because I was prepping for a bodybuilding competition, and that's what my series or last series was about while I wasn't filming mukbang. Yes, I lick my fingers. Not in public though. Probably only when I film mukbang. I was doing that for, for 13 weeks, and then I was waiting for my body to recover, come back to normal, because I had some issues after I got off of prep. And I had a lot of mental side effects after I got off the prep, so I just wanted my mental to regain healthy relationship with food in order for me to start filming mukbang. So I felt like I gained control of most of my eating habits, so I thought it was a good point in my life where I could start filming back mukbang. I feel like duck donuts are a little dense than the other, franchise donuts like Dunkin' Donuts or something, but as much as they're less dense, they're also very heavy in frosting. So it's kind of makes up for the less denseness, which I like. I don't like when donuts are way too thick and dense. I think this is Oreos with vanilla drizzle and some powdered sugar on top, so it should be tasting like Oreo on top of the donut. It does taste like Oreos. It tastes just like Oreos. So have you guys tried the newest crazy collab of Oreos they've been stamping out? Yeah, it's just so crazy because once I started getting into prepping, all these crazy flavors started coming out, like mocha and red velvet. I think red velvet was actually always there. And cookie butter recently came out. I remember the very first treat meal after my prep or after my competition was the mocha Oreos, because I literally been dreaming about them during the prep. So oh my god, I remember the first bite of taking the mocha Oreo, I almost cried. I literally almost cried. I still remember the moment when I bit into them. But I've been trying to try out all the flavors. So far I've tried mocha, cookie butter, cinnamon bun. What else? I remember there was something else. I can't remember. Yeah. Let me know in the comment section below which flavors have you guys have tried and what your favorite is. My favorite would definitely have to be the mocha one. And I realized I really like the thin Oreos as well. They're really not, I don't really like the really heavy stuff when there's too much stuffing inside Oreos. So I would probably prefer the thin ones over the double stuffed ones. But yeah, so I've been doing that. That's why I was gone. And there's just, life's been a little hectic, I'm not gonna lie. 2017 has humbled me quite a bit. I remember, if you look back into my one of the mukbangs, I forgot which one it was, but my best friend Charles and I were talking about how 2017 feels like it's gonna be a big year with lots of changes and like lots of good things. And we just had this weird anticipation in the end of 2016 because we both had a really rough 2016. And I don't know, for both of us, it was like, I think we just had this weirdest feeling that some big changes are gonna happen. I think it was the gut instincts before something big happens. And lo and behold, 2017 happened to be like, you know, happened to have the biggest changes of my life. And I would have never thought, like, I knew something big was gonna happen. I started out 2017 having to adapt to big changes, and recently I found out I'm ending it with even bigger changes than I faced before in the beginning of the year. So I'll get into that. If you make it to the end of the video, I'm gonna give you guys a little life update on what's about to happen. But yeah, so honestly, life's been like very crazy with lots of big moves, everything. Just all the great changes have been good changes versus bad ones, so I'm really thankful. Yeah, I'm just really excited about life at this point. Every day has been filled with gratefulness and just like looking forward to like if other big changes are gonna happen. So I'm just at that phase of my life where, you know, everything's kind of just exciting, and I just can't wait until, how my mantra works is, you know, everything has a meaning and all the big changes are, you know, happen for a reason. So I'm really excited about how those are gonna turn out, and it's gonna be an exciting 2018, and I've never been more satisfied with a year. Usually before I'd be like, oh, I don't even remember how this year went by, but this year I'm totally content and very happy with how I spent my 2017, and I'm just grateful for all the stuff that has happened to me. And yet I'm still licking the Oreo frostings. Okay, I'm kind of like hitting a wall here, so this might be the second to last one because I really want to try the bacon one too. I think this is supposed to be like a cheesecake inspired one, but I wouldn't know until I take a bite. Oh, it's like lemon cake theme type of donut. While I was prepping and while I didn't film mukbang, I didn't even watch other people's mukbang, and I just kind of cut ties with the whole mukbang scene. So I needed to focus on fitness and like prepping, and all I've been watching are like fitness YouTubers and stuff like that. So I realized mukbangs used to help me curb my cravings, but since the prep was so intense, I couldn't even look at mukbangs. It wouldn't help me. It would just make me more end up in agony. So recently just started, you know, kind of looking into new mukbangs and like new mukbangers, and wow, there are so many new people in the scene now that I feel like, you know, I'm not even sure if anyone's gonna watch this now, but let me know if you are still watching my channel. But while I was gone, some exciting things did happen. One of my most viewed video, which is the spicy noodle, obviously got featured on Thrillist, which is like a publication website. And that was really cool. What other things happened? So this is my 5 donuts in. So I finished half, or I'm attempting to finish half. And last but not least, the bacon maple donut, which is my all-time favorite because I love bacon and I love donuts. So, and I just love savory stuff more than sweet stuff, so I think that's why I probably like it. It's like the best of both worlds. Yeah, this is good. I feel like I have frosting all over my mouth, but so since this is my last donut, I'll let you guys know what the big 2017 end banger is, and that is recently I got a job offer on the other side of the country. Currently, if you guys didn't know, I live in the I wanted to say DC area, but honestly I live in Virginia, and I feel like people from Virginia often tend to say, oh, I'm from DC, but I feel like that's just Virginians being insecure about living in Virginia. So I'm not even gonna front, I live in Virginia, but I do live only like 30 minutes from DC. So I think people also do that because when, you know, outsiders think of Virginia, they think of, you know, the very southern neck, like deep part of Virginia, which, you know, they do exist when you drive further down or like within the corner somewhere. So yeah, I live in this really suburban, you know, area of Virginia. We refer to it as DMV, which stands for DC, Maryland, Virginia, and it's like this triangle or this area that we refer to it as. But anyways, that was me being insecure about Virginia. We're just kidding, I love Virginia. Will always be my home. Even Nikita Dragon is from Virginia, okay? So a lot of great people are from Virginia, let's name it. Nikita Dragon, who I love, that's why I'm referring to her as great people, because I love her. Positive vibes, and I love her confidence, and yeah, everything about her, love it. And who else? Chris Brown is from Virginia. Trey Songz is from Virginia. I don't know if those were good examples, but those are the people I know. So anyways, I recently got a job offer out in Phoenix, and I haven't really shared it with anyone. I haven't even shared it to my friends. I have shared it to like few of my really close friends, but not like everyone. So you guys will get the first dibs, and this will, you know, truly tell who watches my video among my friends. But yeah, I recently did get a job offer in Phoenix, and I decided to be crazy and take it. So your girl will be moving out in the west, on the other side of the country by, I should be there by November. So that's why I'm saying it's been like super hectic, because I recently found that out, and now I only have like less than a month to figure out my move. I'm looking into apartments, and I need to get a car because I've been looking for a new car for the longest time, and I'm really glad I didn't end up buying a new car while I was in Virginia, because, you know, now I can just go to Arizona and get a new car there. So I did want to mention to you, or ask you guys, if anyone lives in Arizona or, you know, in the Phoenix, Scottsdale area, where would you recommend me to look into apartments? Like how, like I've been looking at websites obviously, but I don't know if you have any like strong recommendations or have any tips and tricks or any particular website that I should look at, because I feel like I've been looking at the generic apartment websites when I Google, you know, Phoenix, Arizona or something like that. So I would really like some locals help, because I really don't know a single person who resides there. So yeah, any type of direction for me to like just get started on it would be great, because I'm just totally lost, and I don't want to, you know, obviously end up at a place where I'm not satisfied with. So, you know, everyone has a lifelong dream. If you're from the East Coast, or I guess anywhere you have kind of like a long-term goal of like moving into a bigger city or like a different environment, or I feel like it's very typical, especially when you're at your 20s, for you to be wanting to kind of build a life somewhere or experience life somewhere else before you really settle, before you have a family or something. Although I don't plan to have a family for the longest time. But it's just crazy how, like, I don't know, I just think it's crazy how I didn't really expect for this to happen so soon, but it did, and I'm really excited. Funny backstory is that at first I had an idea that I wanted to relocate and move out of this area since I grew up here, and I've just been hitting a wall, or I've been feeling that I've been hitting a wall kind of, or this stagnancy in life where, you know, everything's kind of been like expected and predictable, whether it's about a job or about the people here, or, you know, just many different aspects. Since I grew up here, I've kind of started having this fear that, like, if I stayed here and if I did ended up getting a permanent position here, I would probably not have the balls to move out, and I would just end up settling here. And, you know, I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about hearing this, but I was telling my friends and my parents, like, whenever I would look at like young moms in their early 30s or, you know, late 20s in this area, I would get like a fear, like a struck of fear at heart, because I could totally, it just felt so, that reality felt so close to me since I'm kind of reaching my late 20s. I'm turning 26 in February, so it was just like it's been an everyday awakening moment where I look at them and be like, oh shoot, I just, you know, I mean, that's fine. I eventually want to be a mom, and I think young moms, or being a mom is great and having a family is great, but I felt like I still had a lot of goals and a vision that I wanted to at least try to accomplish once, I mean, before I decided to settle into a family, for me to not have any regrets regarding that. So that was my outlook on it, and that's why I started looking into other places for a job to relocate. And the first place I looked into was New York, since New York's like not too far or not too close. Like, I'm very familiar with New York versus somewhere in the West, because, you know, I go there very often to visit my friend, and it's somewhere that I'm familiar with, and it just didn't seem too daunting for the first move. You know what, God said, why not just make the big move that you've been dreaming of? So here we are, and I'm very excited. Like, I know that it's gonna be really difficult and tough, and it might take a long time for me to get adjusted, and I know there's gonna be a lot of struggles, but for me right now at this point in my life, I would rather go through those struggles than, you know, be at a stagnant place where I didn't even try to fulfill my goals or my vision. So never be fearful of trying new things, or like what other people might think of you, or what, I don't know, how silly your goals may be to other people. I think you should at least, I think the fear or embarrassment or anxiety should never hold you back, since those are just emotions. And yes, you should always have like long-term, short-term goals, realistic goals, and to pursue them in the correct way where you can afford yourself and like support yourself. But don't let fear hold you back from doing what you want to do. Like me, eating a bunch of donuts in front of the camera. Like, who cares? Like, if you want to start a YouTube channel, I say just do it. Just freaking do it. Like, I did it. I used to be scared to death about my friends finding or my acquaintances or my friends finding about my channel, but I like really don't give a shit now. Like, they're not gonna help me build something that I want to build. Like, their opinions aren't gonna support me in any way. They only think they probably have their 2 cents to offer for like a minute or two. So don't be afraid. Like, don't let other people's narrow-minded perspectives affect what you want to do, whether it's eating or whether you want to do makeup or whether you just want to talk about your life. You know, whatever makes you happy and whatever you think you're good at and you really have the passion, just freaking go for it. Like, just do it. Just do it. But there's no turning back. Like, once you do it, there's no turning back. Well, yeah. Finished my bacon maple donut, and that's gonna be my last one. I'm feeling full. I don't want to shove any more donuts in my mouth. That was my limit, mentally and physically. Please feel free to leave me some love saying welcome back, because I truly feel like no one's gonna watch this mukbang since I've been gone for so long. So let me know that you guys are still here. It would mean a lot to me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And before I forget, I forgot to mention, Firmoo did send me these glasses for free, and it's a website where you can pick out your glasses, and if you need prescription ones, you can even put down your prescription and they'll send you your glasses in the mail at a very affordable price. And I got the blank one since I don't have any prescription, but I really like the shape. Although I feel like a lot of their designs are very eccentric. I think that's what makes them really special, because if you go to other retail stores like Urban Outfitters or other places that do provide those cheap, unique glasses, I feel like they definitely do have more variety of eccentric ones. So I would definitely check it out. They were kind enough to provide me a buy one get one free deal, so I would link that down below. I don't get any profit off of it. They just kindly offered me this and offered me these glasses, so I'm really content. I love it. No makeup days, I'm gonna wear it. If you know, your girl's been getting a lot of style on this eye, so whenever I grow a style, I'm gonna wear these glasses probably. It's just a nice add-on to outfit. And yeah, I'll keep it short. Even if you have prescription, I would highly go for it. If you have high prescription, I don't know, honestly, as a person who's been working at a glasses store, I wouldn't recommend if you have a very high dosage prescription. But if you have just a mild thing, or if you're in need of just night vision glasses or reading glasses with a mild prescription, definitely go for it. And I will link it in the down below. And I think they also have sunglasses, so check them out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.